Hello and welcome everyone. I'm Ridhima Fatnani and you're watching Desi Business Chats. Inspiring floors and striking walls. Anything concrete. Let's welcome the entrepreneur Lohita Bachu. Hi,
Hi, Ridhima.
welcome to Desi Business Chats.
Thank you so much.
It's an honor to interview you.
Oh, it's an honor for me to be interviewed by you. I'm so excited.
Thank you. So my first question is, how did you start your business? Could you tell us a little about your business?
Okay, so let me put it this way. I have not started this business, but yes, I have started my journey as an entrepreneur for the last 6 years, and it was actually not me who thought that I had an entrepreneur in me. It was my husband.
Yeah.
He thought that I'll be best as a boss because I think he thought I was pretty bossy. So yeah, and that's how it started about 6 years ago. I started to help him, and nothing better like working for yourself, and it made me feel good. That's how it was.
Yeah, so like your business is like really unique and very detailed, right? Can you elaborate on that?
Yes. So we were. I probably have to give you a little backstory. We started about 13 years ago. Like you mentioned, there was actually nobody in this market except one company from Delhi and us doing this. And we certainly have the first movers advantage. And it didn't stop there. We always are very curious to do things that are not very common, and that even reflects on our personalities or probably how we live or our choices.
Yeah.
And that's how it is. And we're very curious to know about new products and new things and things like that. And hence this segment. Yeah.
So, like, could you be specific about like what do you do? Like, I've seen your website. It talks about interior designing and
Right.
So,
So we deal in products that are green first. That was something that we were very particular about when we started off. That was a plus point for us to get into this segment
yeah.
because we are wanting to contribute back to the nature.
Yes.
So hence it's a sustainable product. One. We deal in a product called polished concrete, which is very not a lot of people do it. There are very few players in the market, and products like micro topping, which you can see around the entire office if you get snippets of the office.
Yeah.
Wall finishes, they call Venetian plaster, and we have a product range in colors of about more than 300 varieties. So, however, it didn't start with the wall finishes. We started off with the floors,
Yes.
and slowly we got, we have to keep up with the market, and
Yeah.
hence we got into micro topping and epoxy and PU flooring and all of that.
Perfect. So now you're a woman entrepreneur. So do you think you have to face more challenges?
So I think most of the work with regards to the business, the groundwork was already established. So I probably brag about this, but I've had it pretty easy. But it's never easy, right? Like I have to manage my house, and it all boils down to that.
Yeah.
I have a family to take care of, and then a business. But honestly, I think you just want it and you can do it. It's all in the mind. And yes, that way it's been pretty. I wouldn't say easy, but yes, I could do it.
Okay, perfect. So since you stepped into this market, like after you have become your own boss?
Right.
Yeah. So any challenges or risks you have taken?
Yes. So there is risk in fact every project that we take and we onboard. We don't know what sort of a client we are dealing with, or how the project is going to go, because sometimes a project doesn't go well not just because of our capabilities or incapabilities. There are a lot of factors that affect a project not happening or being executed the way it's ideally supposed to be, right? So every stage will be difficult. In fact, like I was telling you off camera, COVID was a pretty bad blow for us. Not because it affected the market, but we had to deal with a couple of clients which didn't pay out a huge amount. And again, a backstory: we were running another company, so we had to almost shut shop. And we didn't operate for 6 months. We took up 0 projects. From there to coming into a positive of 10 CR is a big deal for us, and it wouldn't have happened if we didn't take the risk.
Yeah. So like risk is important.
Risk is very, very important for growth.
Yeah.
Calculated risk. I mean, you should not be. We're not young and wild. We are older and more mature in experience, so we take calculated risks.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
So what would you say? What role has networking played in your business or in general?
Networking has triple folded my entire business.
Yeah.
Okay. So earlier, I mean to say, it is the thing for us right now, because a lot of people don't know the product, right? And it is only through networking that we could manage to reach where we are. And the business that we had accumulated for 2 years, I managed to do it with networking in 6 months. So that answers your question. It's very important, and that's been my strength.
Yes.
Let's say so. Yeah.
So you would say your company is giving back and also giving to the suppliers. So it's sustainable and at the same time like fulfilling a unique way of interior designing.
Yes.
Yeah.
So this would, like I told you, we use very minimal water, and it is sustainable for 10-15 years, and we do not use any microplastics or anything of that sort. So we want to ensure that we endorse green living as much as possible.
Yeah.
So we try and do that. Yeah.
Okay. Since like you're a woman entrepreneur, again on that,
Yes.
do you think if we see more women entrepreneurs, we encourage more women? So what advice would you have for them, and how can you be a change for women empowerment?
Right. So let me tell you this. So for me, what I personally do is I try and hire a lot of women in my company. So again, backstory, I told you I was working with my father-in-law's business in the pharma space downstairs. So I was the only woman amongst, let's say, 30 men.
Oh wow.
And they had a tough time taking instructions from me. So they were like, insane. It was, I don't blame them. They come from that sort of a society or a background.
Yeah.
That's fine. But eventually, I ensured that I hired at least like 4 more girls down there. So that's my that's my take, or that's how I give back. I try and ensure that I hire a lot of women, and I do not I do not put a project away or a resume away because the role and it's a woman. Oh, can she do it? You do it because you're capable of doing it, right? So I make sure that just because based on gender, I don't push away any opportunities for them.
That makes sense, and that's very good for the community.
And that's what I can do. That's the little I can do, and hence.
So our viewers are mostly like teenagers my age.
Okay.
So what advice would you give for us like budding entrepreneurs who want to start with their businesses?
Okay, that's nice. So, I don't think I have to tell you all this. Most of you already know it, and I'm seeing it in my nieces, and so I have 5 nieces.
Okay.
And so you do you, girl. Like, I know you're like extremely confident about what you all do. Don't let anybody tell you otherwise. Okay, and yes, it's very important for you to gain experience, make mistakes, learn from those mistakes. Do not get beat down because something doesn't go well. And honestly, I think it's if you believe you're capable of doing it, you should just do it. And yeah, that's about it. Take your chances, and
Yeah.
it'll work. It'll not work. One life, just have fun.
Jump in for all the chances.
Absolutely, because if you are always going back and forth on your decisions, or if I have to do it or not do it,
Yeah.
I believe you will end up missing out on a lot of stories to tell. It's
Yeah.
it's good. Just be confident and just go for it.
Thank you so much for the
Thank you so much, Ridhima. Thank you.